So welcome on board of Richard II, and today our captains are Evelyn and Emmanuel. So the Charente River has always played a huge part into the economic and commercial growth of the city of Cognac and its region. So we will go back in time, already during the antiquity. So we produced salt on the Atlantic coast, and then the Charente River was this trading route for the trade of salt. And we could so ship the salt to the internal lands of Limousin, Périgord, and Auvergne. And then during the 17th and 18th century, the trade just right here in front of the two towers of Saint-Jacques Gate. So this old bridge was in wood, and it was so we had to demolish it because it was too like the numerous floods. So this huge building, it was the old bottling plant of Maison Hennessy, built in 1932 and designed by the architect Marcel Houdin. And right in front of it, you can see those buildings built between the 18th and 19th century. Nowadays, there is our cooperage, where we still hand make barrels. And here you can see the emblem of Maison Hennessy above the main gate, the monumental gate of Maison Hennessy, the arm and the axe that took its origins from the kernel of the tasting room. So please remain seated till the boat completely stops. Please don't vape and don't smoke, because we're arriving on a site where there's alcohol vapors. And also please turn your phone on the airplane mode. Of the city of Cognac, but then in the middle of the 19th century, it was the Maison Hennessy bought it and turned it into its cellars that you will discover today. So the first one, the one we are like here right now, is only for the visit. So here we will you will learn a bit more about the Hennessy family, the history of the Hennessy family, and also how we elaborate our cognacs. And there's also the virtual reality experience here. And so here you can see with more details the emblem of Maison Hennessy, so the arm and the axe. And so you can see on the axe there is a flower. Can you see it? That will tell you the story of the Hennessy family, but also the Filiou family. So it's another family, but very important too. The Filiou family is the family of master blenders that's been working with the Hennessy family and then Maison Hennessy since 1806. So just...
And I joined the troops of Louis XV, who were at war with England. From my career as an officer, I have maintained deep friendships and the conviction that only peace enables an honest man to accomplish great things. Nevertheless, war gave me an extraordinary gift, an introduction to the eau de vie of the region of Charente. Posted to the Ile de Ré, our garrison was able to taste this liquor of the gods, savoring our cognacs. With the advent of Prohibition in the United States, Maurice Hennessy and Raymond Filiou developed a daring strategy with their partner, William Schieffelin, selling cognac for its medicinal properties. After Prohibition, our cognacs were the first to be imported once again to the United States. Schieffelin showcased the event, having famous opera singers group. This success goes beyond my wildest dreams.
The elaboration of the cognac of Maison Hennessy. But I told you there are 6 big areas in total. So this is an art piece of 2 French artists, Olivier Kunsel and Florence Degas. And so they created this whole experience I'm going to tell you how. Also, you just have to follow the line path. Presentation of the office of our founder. Yes, exactly. So we call them like Saint Bernard, like Saint Bernard. So yes, for example, you have this kind of like image like in Switzerland in the mountains. So basically, like this dog. Before we used this dog to save people when they were, for example, like in the mountains. And here, like we put like a collar around the neck with a little barrel of cognac. So are those blotting papers that are really fascinating because they are the exact reproductions of the blotting papers that Richard read to warm up his pen. And so, for example, you see, like he liked to draw little drawings, little sketches. For example, here, those boats that we called gabard. So they were boats that we used to ship cognac to other countries, for like especially the US at that time. Operator, he's going to take care of you.
Here. Okay. So do you know a little bit the headset? It's like a poetic dream. Okay.
I see.
It's a headset. You can hear the sound. You will see white lantern.
So they have a name. We call them the brave barrels. In total, there are more than 60 aging cellars, maturation cellars, and in this one, there are more than 10 barrels. So it represents one of the biggest reserve of eau de vie in the world. Of La Fiancée cellars. So this is one of the maturation 70 degrees of alcohol. But actually it's because, so now like inside the barrels, yes, there are the eau de vie. But when, for example, in the summer, it gets hotter, so the eau de vie inside, they will evaporate. It's the alcohol vapors, the angels here, and then spread all over the walls and also the ceilings. So for example, 5. So different years. It's the result of these decisions that were taken by the tasting committee. French, like, so Comtesse, it means like, when was it? And here you have the name of this cellar agent who they all parted together. And so here it's also very important because those writing, we use chalk. This is chalk calligraphy. And so here there are some others, and here they are very important. So it's an all other 5. So there are 75 barrels here, and then this is the number of the number of the row. So here it's like, I don't know how they do it, like so 28, 29. So you see 28, 29. So here we are, the oldest eau de vie of Maison Hennessy in this one. So I'm going to start talking about the barrels that you can see here. So here, they're like, so the ones over there, they're roughly like 270, 280 liters. These ones, 540 liters. So it's double. And they have a special name. So we don't call them barrels. In French, we're going to call them tierçons. So here we have one of the, this is the oldest. Yes, this is the oldest, 1800s. Still working with the Pelletan family. So yeah, here, so all the taste and aromas that we created with this, the creation of cognac, because for example here, there are eau de vie. And so here you can see on each side there are chalk writings, but here it's not the same. This is not like the calligraphy, like really beautiful calligraphy. But it's still very interesting because the coopers, so the one who makes the barrels, sometimes they come here and they repair the barrels. So once knowledge about those eau de vie, and they will identify the aromatic profile of each of them. So now they all here. So we're going to taste the different steps of the elaboration of our cognac. So I told you there are 3 steps. The first one is the selection of the eau de vie. So the selection is represented by this one. Number 2 is the maturation process. So the maturation is going to be this one and this one. And then the third one, the blending, so the last part, when we mix all the eau de vie together. So this is the blending is going to be the XO, and so the XO is this one. So here we have XO, it's this one. The difference of color here was like just a little bit yellow. Here after 20 years of maturation, now we get this kind of like caramel, golden amber color. And so this is this exchange between the wood of the barrel and the eau de vie and the air of the cellar. It really creates so color, aromas, and taste. And so here you can really see now. Yeah, it's like, so here you remember like what we tasted. So not the first one here is like the selection, but now like with the maturation, it's the combination of all of this. So now if you drink it, you don't taste alcohol anymore. It's very smooth, very soft, very round. And so you have all those aromas. So we have the